In war, we marvel at tanks and planes, but the true unsung hero is far simpler: the soldier's boot. It's the vital link between soldier and earth, enduring every march and battle. A soldier who can't walk can't fight. Armies have always known this. The boot is more than footwear. It's a critical system, as vital as any weapon. It must protect, support, and survive the world's harshest environments. From frozen trenches to humid jungles, the boot has been forced to adapt. Its evolution is a story of necessity, hardship, and ingenuity. We'll see how failures like trench foot spurred innovation. The combat boot's journey is written in sweat, mud, and determination. Our story begins in World War II, where millions marched through rain, snow, and endless mud. Their boots, thought to be the best, would soon reveal a fatal flaw. The stage was set for a revolution in military footwear. In WW2, American soldiers wore the M1943 combat service boot, tough leather, ankle support, and a cuff to keep out debris. It was meant to be the perfect all-purpose boot, but water was its undoing. The heavy leather trapped moisture, turning boots into buckets. Soldiers marched for days with wet feet, unable to dry their boots or socks. This led to trench foot, numbness, blisters, and, in severe cases, gangrene and amputation. Thousands were sidelined, not by bullets, but by their own boots. The M43 became an enemy, teaching a harsh lesson. A boot that keeps water out can also trap it in. Designers had ignored the environment inside the boot. The idea of a waterproof fortress was a dangerous illusion. The next generation of boots would need a new philosophy. Instead of fighting water, they would have to coexist with it. The search for a better solution had begun. After W2, attention shifted to the jungles of the Pacific and Southeast Asia, environments of constant wetness and humidity. The old leather boots were useless here. The military tried the Okinawa boot, swapping some leather for canvas to dry faster. But these early designs still held water and fell apart quickly. Canvas rotted, stitching failed, and the boots disintegrated in the jungle. The problem was clear: traditional materials and methods couldn't survive. The jungle demanded a radical new approach. These failures, though frustrating, provided crucial lessons. A truly effective jungle boot would require new materials and a new design philosophy. The groundwork for innovation was laid. The Korean War shifted focus from jungle to freezing mountains. Soldiers now faced frostbite, not trench foot. The solution: the insulated Mickey Mouse boot, 2 layers of rubber, wool insulation, and a vacuum seal. It kept feet warm in sub-zero temperatures, but was heavy and clumsy. Sweat built up inside, but warmth was worth the discomfort. The Mickey Mouse boot was a specialized tool for extreme cold, saving countless soldiers from frostbite. The lesson: no single boot could handle every environment. Footwear had to be tailored to the mission. When attention returned to the tropics, designers knew compromise wasn't an option. The future jungle boot would need to be just as specialized. In the 1960s, Vietnam's jungles posed the ultimate test: dense foliage, endless mud, and relentless humidity. Soldiers arrived with all-leather boots, which quickly became a disaster. Waterlogged and heavy, they bred infection and fell apart. The jungle destroyed boots and disabled soldiers. Old solutions failed. A radical new boot was needed. The answer wasn't to resist water, but to manage it. The boot had to be lightweight, durable, and able to breathe and drain. The survival of the infantry depended on it. The stage was set for a breakthrough: the modern jungle boot. Innovation was now a matter of survival. Designers abandoned the idea of a waterproof barrier and embraced a new philosophy: let water in, but get it out fast. The 1962 jungle boot was born: leather for structure, nylon canvas for breathability. The boot was light, quick drying, and strong where it mattered. Its most ingenious feature: screened drainage eyelets near the sole. Every step pumped water out, letting air in to dry the boot. No more standing in stagnant water all day. The sole was fused directly to the upper with molded rubber, eliminating weak stitching. This seamless bond made the boot nearly indestructible in wet conditions. The jungle boot worked with nature, not against it. It was a product of necessity, innovation, and adaptation. Soldiers finally had footwear that could survive the jungle. The jungle boot became a symbol of practical ingenuity. The jungle boot's debut was a success, but the jungle kept teaching hard lessons. Early nylon tore easily, so designers switched to ripstop fabric. Punji sticks, bamboo spikes, forced the addition of a steel plate in the sole for protection. The Panama sole, with self-cleaning lugs, kept mud from clogging the tread. Each improvement was driven by real-world feedback and necessity. The boot adapted not just to climate, but to enemy threats. The Vietnam jungle boot stands as a monument to adaptability. It's a story of learning, innovation, and survival. More than just materials, it represents the determination of the soldier. In war, victory often comes from the smallest, smartest tools. The combat boot's evolution ensured soldiers could keep moving, no matter the terrain. Sometimes the quietest heroes are found at our feet.